Recently, I have mentioned in Vampire Knight that Yuki has the possibility of two sides. Well, actually, one side already is basically the butterfly, which is Yuki's light side. But then, of course, I also talked about her dark side, which could have been having the potential of having, well, that specific dark side of hers, which is extremely deadly. Now, this is probably going to sound crazy to you, but there might have possibilities of having a third and final form. Well, at least what I thought of anyways. I'm pretty sure you've seen ABC3, right? Basically, ABC3 was basically the channel that allowed adolescents to actually watch, at least shows or anime based at, somewhere at their age. And I should know because, obviously, I've watched it, and plus, I've seen the anime, and wouldn't you know it, that Vampire Knight was obviously, one of those animes that showed up in ABC3. Now, technically speaking, I was never really interested of seeing, any of the animes that I really wasn't even really into. However, of course, as time moved on, I actually then started becoming very interested in it, and that's actually a thing that I never talked about up until now. The only best anime that I've actually seen on ABC3, which, by the way, I actually do now have as a full collection of in DVD, is actually Delta Request. That show was absolutely fantastic. That was the only best anime that I ever known, and I loved watching it. And that was literally when I was back in primary school, even way before I even started watching Vampire Knight back then. But as I actually saw one of the commercials on ABC3 about Vampire Knight, and when Vampire Knight Guilty actually, which was the season 2 of Vampire Knight, obviously. I saw this strange figure just in the distance, and I literally had to draw this thing just on Zypaint tool just to give you a bit of a heads up what she actually looked like, and I was like, what the heck was that? Who the heck is she? It was basically in the one where Yuki, in the middle where Yuki was saying, trying to find the memories of her past. But in some cases, I just couldn't, after when I kept on hearing that speech, and then I saw this figure right in front of me, I was like, who the heck is that? I don't know. That kind of did intrigue me just a little bit, just a bit. Now, I don't know whether this character was basically scrapped or whether it did exist or probably it was just in my imagination. So it's probably either those three options. Unless someone has actually seen this particular figure that looks similar to Yuki, well, at least I'm not the only one. This figure in particular kind of has this bluish, lightish blue hair. It also has another white dress, but also has a bit of blue also to it, if that makes any sense. The eyes also, well, blue, again. Some azure eyes, I guess, something like that. I don't know about the wings. I don't think they had the butterfly wings kind of similar to, Yuki's blood butterfly, but I kind of believe that they kind of do. The dress was very big, actually even bigger than the white one that Yuki was wearing in the credit scenes. Almost that she was the true angel. And I was kind of thinking to myself, and literally throughout all these years up until now at this point of time, and as a Vampire Knight fan, could have that actually been Yuki Kuran's true form? Could she actually have possibly unlocked that? Now, whether this form actually exists or not is the other thing, because far out, that looks insanely good. If they were planning to actually do something with this character or transformation for anybody, obviously, it kind of makes me think that, that definitely belongs to Yuki. That is her power. Only question is, what the heck can it possibly do? It probably have the same similar abilities like the blood butterfly, I guess, but has a more interesting twist to it as well. First off, take a look at the blue eyes. I'm pretty much betting that obviously she'll probably having glowing blue eyes instead of red eyes this time, obviously. Would the wings probably have blue blood instead of red blood? That wouldn't surprise me either. I mean, it's quite obvious. Now, technically, blue blood is a little bit different compared to red blood, obviously, because it's never been visible, if that makes any sense. But it's a very interesting and cool concept to actually think about. I mean, what about her weapon, the Artemis? I feel that the Artemis would probably have a nifty upgrade as well due to that transformation if she as long holds it or something like that. I don't know. I mean, she probably doesn't need to hold on to the Artemis to get the transformation, but once she does transform into that, so will the Artemis. And what about the blood slings, though? Whatever the heck they do, like, what Senri or Rido actually do. I wonder if she could probably have, like, blue blood whips coming from her fingers or something like that. Like, can you imagine her having the ability to do that? That'll be freaking amazing. More butterflies, perhaps. Yep, sure, as I just said before. But yeah, I feel like that she could probably purposely have the ability to literally purify someone to, turning humans from when humans are about to turn into like level E's or something like that. She could probably perhaps purify them as well. She kind of similar did to Vampire Night Memories Volume 8. She almost had it, like, but I guess she just never necessarily had the chance to properly do that process. So if she did have that kind of ability, then I feel like that's the kind of transformation that she needs to unlock, if that does. And well, hopefully, if it does exist in the future for Vampire Night. I mean, she could even possibly save Zero Curio from literally falling into a level E if that were to happen. But at least but as we know in Vampire Knight Guilty, he already drank the blood of his twin brother Ichiro Curio, which technically he finally then afterwards getting cut by the freaking Artemis from Yuki, that he finally gets control of his vampire abilities to actually unlock his new power from the Bloody Rose, that gun that he uses to literally just wipe out an entire army of vampires, which is absolutely incredible. Having that, however, combined with this newfound power, if Yuki had the ability to get that unlocked ability, then heck yes, I feel like that would be absolutely amazing. Now, I could probably talk about more possibilities on and on about this if there were to be like that's some sort of thing for the future of Vampire Knight, but let me know what you guys think. I know this is pretty short, but I could go on and on about this forever and try to come up with new ideas, but let me know your thoughts about this sort of transformation. Have you actually seen this transformation before? Have you actually seen this form, this interesting looking being? If it turns out to be Yuki's, newfound power, then let me know in the comments. Did you actually see it? Did you imaginate it? Like I probably might have did. I probably might have imaginated it, no question. Do you think it's real? Do you think it's not real? Who knows? So let me know down in the comments what you think about that. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, my name is Mad Dog. Be safe, be healthy, and may your days be mad and rad.